You've spent weeks preparing for a big presentation. It's your moment, the one you've been waiting for to finally show your value to your boss, your colleagues, maybe even to yourself. You rehearse every word, anticipate every question, and show up early, fueled by caffeine and hope. But then the slides won't load. Your voice wavers, your main point doesn't land, and by the end, all that preparation feels wasted. You step away from the podium, not just disappointed, but hollow, like failure has punctured something deeper inside you. This experience isn't unique. It's painfully common. Whether it's a presentation, a relationship, a career pivot, or a creative endeavor, failure touches us all. And yet the emotional response is often the same: shame. Somewhere along the way, we've internalized a toxic belief that failure isn't just about a specific outcome, but about us as people. We think it reflects our worth, our intelligence, even our identity. We tell ourselves, if I failed, it must mean I'm not enough. But what if that belief is the very thing holding us back? What if our approach to failure is less about avoiding it and more about understanding how to fail well? The playwright Samuel Beckett once wrote, "Ever tried, ever failed, no matter, try again, fail better." At first glance, this line might sound bleak, like a grim anthem of relentless defeat. But Beckett wasn't celebrating failure for its own sake. He was reframing it. He was giving us a new lens. Instead of treating failure as the end, see it as an essential ingredient of mastery. Instead of fearing it, use it. In American culture, we love a good comeback story. We cheer for underdogs. We idolize resilience. But what we often ignore are the messy, unpolished, in-between chapters of those stories. The rejections, the revisions, the nights spent questioning everything. Steve Jobs was fired from the company he founded. Oprah Winfrey was told she wasn't suited for TV. J.K. Rowling was rejected by over a dozen publishers before Harry Potter was ever printed. We remember the triumphs, but forget the stumbles that led there. The truth is, if you are pursuing something meaningful, something real, you will fail. Not once, not twice, but probably many times. And sometimes those failures will be visible. Sometimes they'll sting. But they are part of the process, not proof that you don't belong. Failing better doesn't mean you should aim to fail constantly. It means seeing every failure as feedback. Each misstep contains clues. Each bruise is a lesson. It's like learning to ride a bike. You don't master balance by reading a manual. You learn by wobbling, falling, getting up, and adjusting. Eventually, your body remembers. Eventually, you steer with confidence. That confidence isn't the absence of past failure, it's built on it. In the business world, the most successful companies don't wait until everything is perfect before testing ideas. They test constantly. A/B testing isn't just a marketing buzzword. It's a method of gathering data from failure. They launch a version, gather results, refine, and repeat. Some tests flop, some flop less, but each one brings insight. Each version improves because it learns from what didn't work. That's the core of innovation. Trial, error, reflection, improvement. In software design, in product launches, in storytelling, in leadership. The best creatives, entrepreneurs, and leaders aren't the ones who avoid failure. They're the ones who make it survivable and educational. That brings us to a crucial caveat. Failing better does not mean failing recklessly. There's a difference between smart risk and self-sabotage. A calculated failure is one that you can bounce back from. It doesn't destroy your finances, your health, or your relationships. It's the kind of stumble that leaves you bruised but wiser. That's why savvy entrepreneurs test a prototype before investing their life savings. That's why athletes warm up before the game. That's why pilots train in simulators. They create safe environments to fail, to simulate setbacks before the stakes are life-altering. In doing so, they build muscle memory and insight without unnecessary risk. This applies to relationships as well. Disagreements are natural. Misunderstandings will happen. But the healthiest relationships aren't the ones without conflict. They're the ones where people learn how to navigate those conflicts with maturity. A heated argument can reveal what matters most. A failed date can teach you what kind of connection you're truly seeking. As long as the failure doesn't erode trust or respect, it can actually deepen the relationship over time. But perhaps the most subtle and paralyzing form of failure isn't what we experience, it's what we fear. Fear of failure freezes us in place. It tells us not to start. It masks itself as preparation. I'm just not ready yet. It whispers, let's wait for the perfect timing. And so we delay, we overthink, we tinker endlessly. We call it prudence, but often it's just fear in disguise. Here's the irony. Trying to avoid failure often guarantees it. Because inaction is its own form of failure. Life doesn't offer us guarantees, but it does offer chances if we're willing to engage, to risk, and to get messy in the process. That's why Beckett's words ring so true. Fail better isn't about perfection. It's about movement. It's about choosing progress over paralysis. Mistakes will happen, so will regret. But forward is still forward. Too often we look at our failures and see a distorted reflection of ourselves. I failed becomes I'm a failure. But failure isn't a mirror, it's a map. It shows us where to course correct. It reveals where our strategy didn't work, where we need more practice, or where we've ignored something essential. If you treat your stumbles as information, you don't just move on, you move forward more wisely. Let's say you launched a new product and it flopped. You could take it personally, or you could ask better questions. Did I communicate clearly? Was the timing right? Did I listen to customer feedback? Each of these answers is a breadcrumb leading you toward a stronger idea. This is the essence of failing better, not avoiding pain, but mining value from it. Another crucial aspect of this process is how we talk to ourselves after we fail. Too often our inner voice becomes cruel. We berate ourselves in ways we'd never speak to someone we love. We call ourselves stupid, hopeless, broken. But would you say that to a child learning to walk? Would you say that to a friend going through heartbreak? Of course not. So why say it to yourself? Compassion isn't weakness, it's wisdom. It's what allows you to recover. When you fail, give yourself what you'd give a friend: support, encouragement, and grace. It's not indulgent, it's essential. Because if you can't stand back up, you can't move forward. And self-compassion is what helps you rise again. The truth is, the only real failure is refusing to try again. Everything else is just training. Stagnation is the real enemy. Fear is the true thief. And perfectionism? It's the illusion that keeps you from starting at all. You don't need to be fearless to make progress. You just need to be willing. Willing to look awkward. Willing to be wrong. Willing to grow in public. Because success isn't found in avoiding the fall. It's found in rising afterward, again and again. So let's return to Beckett. Fail. Fail again. Fail better. He didn't promise a happy ending. He didn't suggest that failure leads automatically to success. He simply offered a rhythm. Fall, rise, repeat. Learn, adjust, try again. Make the next mistake a better one. And in doing so, grow. This isn't easy. It's not neat or tidy, but it's how real progress happens. Whether you're launching a business, navigating a relationship, switching careers, or simply trying to be more courageous this week, remember this. Failure isn't the final chapter. It's the curriculum. It's where the real learning happens. Don't run from it. Don't worship it. Just use it. Make it your teacher. And above all, fail better. I hope you found this video helpful. If you enjoyed today's video, be sure to hit the like button. It might seem like a small thing, but because of how the YouTube algorithm works, videos with more likes tend to get shown to more people. So your like really helps this video reach others who might need it too. And if you find my content valuable, consider subscribing. It really helps more people discover it. Thanks for watching, and I wish you and your family good health and peace. See you in the next video.